what you know about me.
Where was the moment where you just said, F it? Like, I'm done. I'm in a corporate spot. I'm tired of this shit. It had to be one moment that you said, I am done. I know for me, sis, I know I had to cut my hair in order to get a raise. That was early in my career. And even more so when I was kind of going through up and down with sales. You have a good year, you have a bad year. I'm sitting there doing everything they're telling me to do. I'm trying to be me. I got the phone voice. I'm doing everything they're telling me to do. And it effing sucked, right? And then as soon as I said, I'm done with it, I'm gonna put the hat on, put the hoodie on. I'm gonna show up as myself, and I know my shit. So it is what it is. You like me or you don't. So what was that moment for you that you just said, I'm over it, I'm done, and whatever comes with it, and I'm gonna be successful?
It's funny. I still have my phone voice. I'm still very good at it. I sound like a white lady. It's great. So for me, I think there's two separate moments because I was never this person in my personal life for a really long time. I was actually like the antithesis of this person. I was full of internalized anti-blackness. I was full of trying to run from myself and convincing myself that my blackness was actually a hindrance to me and not a gift. And so I grew up in a world where I tried to do everything but. I straightened my hair until basically my ends fell off. I made sure that my phone voice was on all the time. I leaned into whiteness as hard as I could, which basically led to me dating a white dude who was really bad, like really, really bad. And he was not only a racist, but he was physically abusive. He was emotionally abusive. He was financially abusive. And for whatever reason, I was like, oh, we should totally move across the country together. That's a great idea. So we moved to Houston, Texas. And I remember calling the cops and them just not caring. And I had this I knew it. I was like, I'm going to go missing in Texas and no one's going to know because I don't have any family here. I don't have any connections here. And by the time anyone even thinks that maybe I just haven't been responding to my phone for a couple of days, it's going to be too late. Yeah. And so I had been keeping what was like the if I go missing file. So I had recordings and pictures and all of these things. So a couple months after we broke up, it was the 2020 election. And I had posted a video of him that was just like him basically being like, N-word, N-word, N-word. Trump's going to send you back to Africa. N-word, N-word, N-word. And I was young and in my mid-20s, so I didn't really understand the internet. And so I posted on my personal Facebook thinking no one else would see it except my personal Facebook. But the point was to say there are people who are voting for this man because they feel like this.
Yeah.
Not because of party loyalty, not because of whatever. So fast forward about 24 hours, all of a sudden it's viral. It's on every news outlet. My mom's listening to it on XM radio. I'm on Shade Room. It's terrible. Terrible. And no one reaches out to me to ask my side of the story. They just make a story. And every story that came out was based on the fact that I was Black. Everyone was like, oh, this poor Black girl must have been dating this white man for his money. I'm 10 years younger and I've always made more money than this man. Always. Yeah. And the fact that every story that was written about me was about the fact that I was Black was a very public reckoning with all of the work I had been doing to try and run from that part of myself. And so I had this moment that I was like, well, shit, if no matter what I do, the whole world only sees that I'm Black, why can't I see that I'm Black? So I spent a lot of time unpacking and unlearning all of the harmful stuff I thought about myself, I thought about other people, the harmful shit I've said to people. Because I gave big Candace Owens energy. And there's a correlation here because her hair is dry. My hair was dry. I'm telling you, that anti-Blackness makes your hair dry. I'm no more dry hair. It's great. So
moisturized.
Moisturized. So I just made this commitment to myself that I was going to unlearn all this harmful stuff that I had been conditioned to just absorb.
Yeah. In
my relationships, in my relationship with myself, in my family, all of it. So then fast forward, I'm at an interview a long time later. Mm-hmm. And at this point, I already have blue hair. I've had this very much butterfly transformation. I gave up my loafers and my straight hair. And I go to this interview and they're like, oh my God, we love you. And I was like, but, and they were like, but we need you to control your hair. She straight up said, we need you to control your hair, which I knew what that meant. You need to take out your nose ring. You need to cover your tattoos. You need to wear a skirt and you need to wear heels. And I was like, okay, thank you. Please send me the offer letter because we're so conditioned to be grateful when people want to work with us. Oh, yeah. That's just, oh my God, thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for
your time. Let's celebrate.
Exactly. And then I'm driving home and I just started thinking about how many times did people want to work with me, but they didn't actually care about me. They actually hated me, but they knew I'm good at what I do. And so I was like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to make sure that no one asks me to change my hair again. So I go home and I'm like, blue-haired recruiter, because I was recruiting at this point. And I put it on my LinkedIn. And that's how we got here today.